On November 12, 2001, H.W. Campbell Associates celebrated 25 years of service in the engineering profession. The company was begun in 1976 in Westminster, California, with 3 employees. Amazing things have happened over the 25-year period, and I thought it would be appropriate to highlight some of the memorable milestones that were completed, and at the same time express my thanks to our many clients and personnel who made it all possible. We have traversed through a time period that has completely changed the engineering and design profession. When it started the company in 1976, all engineering was done the old-fashioned way, and although calculators were electronic, computers were not in wide use. Drawings were still hand-drawn by individuals with many years of experience who worked on drafting tables using drafting machines. The early years, from 1976 through 1980, were very challenging and exciting as the business was expanded from a 3-person office to a multidisciplined firm. In 1978, was moved into a new building in Garden Grove, California. It was at this location where the company began to establish itself as a major contributor to the engineering and design profession. The 1980s can only be characterized as rewarding and very busy. Computerization of the accounting department and organization of the business development function consumed a significant amount of time and resources. We began and completed one of the most unique cogeneration projects in the United States, and established our expertise in several phases of design categories. By the end of the 1980s, the company was recognized as leaders in the design of cogeneration plants, petrochemical facilities, oil and gas production facilities, enhanced oil recovery project design, and a host of military industrial project design categories. In 1986, the company reached a peak of 60 employees and was moved into a 12,600 square foot building in Santa Ana, California. The company also became a general construction contractor and began to build many of the projects that it designed. Several of these turnkey design build projects were completed in the late 1980s and early 1990s. Beginning in the early 1990s, the company began to computerize the design function, and today all drawings are prepared with computer-aided design. Engineering is also highly computerized with structural analysis, pipe stress, and similar computer programs. Many employees have passed through our doors over the 25 years, and it would be impossible to acknowledge them all by name. Each person was instrumental to our successful operation. Many of our former employees went on to form their own successful engineering companies, and a great many are now key employees in major firms throughout the United States. It is with gratitude and pride that I acknowledge the contribution of these many men and women that made our business so successful. They left behind a spirit and know-how that prevails throughout our organization. We have been fortunate to work for some of the best client companies in the United States. Beginning with our very first client in 1976, Stauffer Chemical Company, we have worked for over 100 different clients and completed over 500 projects of various types and sizes. The values of these projects have ranged from several $100s to multi-million-dollar constructed values. Like our employees, our clients have been instrumental in bolstering our abilities and our capabilities to take on difficult and complex assignments. The many men and women that worked for our clients and interfaced with our engineers and designers knowingly taught us the intricacies of their businesses so we could perform our tasks. In many instances, our engineers and designers worked at client plants and functioned as client representatives. To say that the name and reputation of our clients is reflective of our company history does not do justice to the impact that these clients had on our success. To each of these clients, I express our heartfelt thanks for your contribution. Until recent years, our company performed a great deal of engineering and design for the military. Over the years, we performed services for the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines at all of the military bases in California. Many of the projects are still in use and are used for training of military personnel and as part of the infrastructure needed to maintain our armed forces. I have selected the significant projects in the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, and early 2000s that deserve to be described in more detail because of their unique nature or their contribution to our history. Some of these were innovative and led to many repeat projects, and some were unique, one-of-a-kind projects that served a particular need. The following videos in this website has thumbnail descriptions of these projects, and I am sure will elicit some area of effort that my employees contributed. For the last 25 years, our employees and clients have contributed their engineering and design skills to the betterment of life in these United States. Our generation of engineers and designers have been challenged like no others before us and have responded with admirable results to improve the world in which we all live. When you consider the challenges that confront future generations, it is comforting to look back over the past 25 years at the accomplishments of the men and women of H.W. Campbell and Associates.